Hey guys, welcome to the quick starters guide for REND. Now, if you don't know what REND is, it's an online game where you have to work as a team in a faction to fight two other factions plus AI in a huge reckoning, which is a server event. Now, these tips are aimed to get you into the game quite quick. I have got other tutorials that you can link below and they may help you in other stages. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do is crafting. Now, basic survival. I have another video which is linked below and there's an I now above where you can click on this. This is vitally important. You must make sure you work your way through this quickly to get any progress really in the game. This is an individual thing. You have to do this as grouped. You have to go and earn these yourself. They're quite straightforward. See, all the information's in the clip that I've got below. Now, first thing you want to do is craft a hatchet. Simply because the hatchet is vital to moving any further in the tiers. Now, this is used to obviously hit trees, but get meat from animals. Now, you'll see larger trees, you get wood if you left click, and you get logs if you right click. Now, that's extremely important to remember because you need logs and you need sticks for different things. So to progress, you must make sure you have them. So the next big thing is actual food. Food and water is a massive thing in this. Now, you must make sure that you have decent food. Now, melons are there, but they're not great at the minute. So the next best thing is actually harvesting animals for food. Now, there's one thing you must do in your crafting table, if it's anything, it's unlock salt cured meat. Now, by using this, the food will not go out, spoil and go out of date. And you can see quickly, if I hit 3 now, it rapidly puts your food up. So it's something key that I strongly recommend you try and get first. Start storing food in your hotbar so it's quick and accessible. Cured salted meat is by far the best way to do it, and it will just keep going up as well. Now, you want to try and be near water as well, because your hydration levels are pretty hard on this, to be honest. Now, the next tip I have is always carry 2 bows. That's extremely important because when you first start, the initial bow you get is pretty crap. It will break randomly. Now, always start from distance when you try and kill an animal. Now, you can increase your bow speed as you get levels. Try and always kill animals that are quite low level or very much close to your level, simply because these will just wreck you. They will not hold back and they will chase you all the way back. Now, if you are in trouble and you're getting chased, always try and kill animals from distance near your base. So if they do get the upper hand or your bow breaks, you only get 1. When you run into your main base, you don't have to worry because they can't come into this area. Now, my next tip is how to find the lesser divinity seed. Now, these can only be found in caves. Now, I've already cleared this cave out because it does take quite a while, but make sure you have a torch. The animals down here, it's usually a bear. Sometimes the spiders are quite ferocious. Now, don't bother doing this unless you've got the actual mallet. Now, you're looking for these yellow stones and you're going to want to keep hitting them. They're quite rare to find. You just keep hitting away as long as you can until you find it. So even though you're in a faction, you can actually create a clan, which is basically a silo of you and your friends. Now, to create a clan, you simply just start your own one, yes, and you become the leader. Now, you can go to factions and you can invite these people to your clans. So if your friends are on a server, you can invite them to your clan. You can give them different permissions, different roles. This will allow them to actually use the base that you've put your divinity seed in. So it's, even though it's a faction based game and you're working together, some people will want to make sure their stuff that they've farmed separately for the main attack is safe, so people who still come on a server take all the good stuff without doing any work. So it's a good idea on how it's done, and personally I think it should be implemented in a lot of other games. Next, I want to just briefly touch on the talents. Now, people are still working out which talents are best. It's more personal preference than anything. Now, you have points to spend and you just work your way through this tree. It's quite straightforward. It will be personal preference how you go. I mean, I've just kind of like the Pathfinder the way it's going just now, because it unlocks different things as I progress. Ending up with that, so something that I'll probably try and do a tutorial more in depth after I've found out which ones I personally think are better. But at the minute, it's kind of still there. Another thing to pay attention to is your skill points. Now, when you're killing animals, chopping trees, mining stone, you accumulate skill points. Now, clicking on each one, you can spend your points as you walk along this tree. Now, I went for increased draw speed, which I've found immensely helpful, especially trying to kill animals, because you've got less chance to get to you. Woodcutting, get bonus experience, skill experience from harvesting trees, so it is progression based. It's extremely useful to help you get through the game a lot quicker as well. I'm going to try and work through some specific ones to see which one's actually better. Now, cooking is one that I'm really going to push for, because food is a big thing in this game, so I want to try and make it so it doesn't take a lot of my time up trying to cook constantly. I want to be able to play the game fluidly without having to go back and forward to campfires cooking. Know what to fight and what not to fight. Now, pigs at low levels are quite easy to kill, straightforward. You won't have to worry too much about them. Again, have those 2 bows ready in case one is there. However, if we come over this hill, you'll quickly see there's a lot bigger animals that you have to pay attention to. Now, these actually work in packs. If you attack one and you're too close to them, they will attack you as well as a group. Now, things like this beast over here is something you do not want to start fighting with, because it will just ruin your day. It's way too high level, and you're not going to do anything about it. It's just going to smash you to bits. So make sure you pick your fight wisely, because if you die, you just have to run all the way back. The way I like to use it is basically start from the base in an outer circle and just slowly work my way out to get farm, etc. That way I know the lower levels are quite close, and when I get into the deeper forests later on, very high up, I know there's harder animals up there to kill, but I'm going to be more prepared to do it. Now, my final tip, and the most important tip, is get this base up and running. Now, your faction base is critical. You must make sure that you're researching, you're making all these buildings higher tier, and you're building up the walls of this base, because when the reckoning happens, you're going to feel it hard, and especially when the other factions can then attack you. You must make sure you work as a team to get this up. If you feel that you're in a server where people just aren't bothered, or they're learning the game but you're more competitive and you know the game, I'll probably leave that server, go to another server where people know what they're doing. Now, everyone has to start somewhere, yes, but if you're looking for a wipe for the reckoning where you're going to actually really attack it hard, make sure you pick your server properly. Make sure you check the reckoning times as well.
I go la 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 la.